When you reach this state, you will manifest everything. Welcome to Spirita Vivo. In today's podcast, we want to discuss something exciting that no one addresses regarding successful manifesting. In addition to the other requirements discussed in previous podcast episodes, you must achieve a very specific state for your manifestation. But what exactly is this state?
It is the secret of soul-mind unity. You need to bring soul and spirit into harmony because most people struggle with that. But how do you do that? To understand this, we must first explain soul and spirit. The soul is the part of us that sits deep inside, connected to the universe, and directly influences our emotions, dreams, and desires. The soul is considered the core of our personality, consciousness, and true identity. As a concept in many cultures, philosophies, and religions, the soul is considered immortal and unchanging, and in this sense, continues to exist after the death of the physical body. Conversely, the mind is the analytical part of us that thinks logically and makes decisions. It is responsible for processing our perceptions and guiding our behavior. The reason helps us solve problems and achieve our goals. It enables us to take in information from our environment, evaluate it, and respond accordingly. In many philosophical and spiritual traditions, the mind is considered an important component of human existence, contributing to self-reflection and the search for meaning and significance in life. Depending on how we use and control the mind can be both an ally and an adversary on the spiritual path. When soul and mind are not in harmony, this can lead to inner conflicts that prevent us from manifesting our desires. For example, if our mind sees our desires and dreams as unrealistic or impossible, this can lead to doubts and fears. On the other hand, the soul will continue to strive to fulfill its needs and desires. It can lead to inner discord, which prevents us from manifesting our desires. The soul or heart desires that one. The mind, in turn, says, "You are not good enough. You won't be able to do it anyway. It's not possible. Better get busy with something else," and similar discord. But before we talk about restoring this unity of soul and mind to manifest your goal, you must know what exactly is manifesting. Because most people think that what is manifesting is the wish, the dream, what you have written down, for example. Often our desires don't manifest, because that's not what manifests. We should understand that what manifests is your intention, your plan. Usually, you are not even aware of your true meaning, your true purpose. That's why it's very important to know what I want. Because if the goal is not pure, then it will not manifest. If your purpose is loaded with lack, then it will not display. It is a simple principle. Let's say you have written down that you want to manifest a certain partner and relationship. You want to have a fulfilling life with someone finally, but your intention may be different without you being aware of it. For example, your purpose may not be pure if you have just emerged from a failed relationship and are trying to forget your ex by finding a new partner. In that case, you probably don't even intend to have a fulfilling relationship with that new partner, but you want to forget your ex by running away from something. And if you do that, it won't manifest. It will show that lack instead of what you desire in your heart. Another very common example is someone who wants to manifest a lottery win. This person wants to manifest all the money, but his intention is not to manifest that money at all. But he doesn't want to have to work any longer because deep down, he doesn't believe he can manifest money. He thinks, it will probably be a lottery win. It's just the intention of not having to work or fleeing from a lack. In that case, it will not manifest. The decision is not pure, and the meaning does not exist in the unity of soul and spirit. Furthermore, it is important to understand that two different types of intentions exist. There is the inner intention and the outer intention. The internal purpose is simply that of your ego, so to speak, whenever you try to manifest something with your hands, with physical force, with compulsion, or with the logic of the mind. It usually doesn't work because the inner intention is limited, and you must fight the world. On the other hand, the outer intention is that of the universe, that of the higher intelligence. When you make the external intention work for you, everything falls to you easily and sometimes unexpectedly. Then you no longer have to fight the world. The world comes to you, and situations arise along the way that is necessary to manifest the things you want to display. However, just a small touch of that outer intention is enough to manifest your goals. The external sense is so powerful. We cannot even imagine this with our limited minds. To let this external intention work for you and manifest it with ease, you must reach this state of oneness, soul, and mind. Now, how do you get into the state of oneness of soul and mind? First, your dream must be a desire of your heart. It involves making sure that your desire is not simply a passing thought or a wish that comes from your mind or has been influenced by others around you. A heart's desire is deeply rooted in you and drives you even when things get challenging. Such a desire is connected to a strong emotional core and gives you a clear why for your goal. Your heart's desire should truly come from within yourself and not be influenced by external expectations or social conventions. Only then can you truly identify with your desire and align your heart and mind. One way to align your heart's vision with your mind is to go back to your childhood and remember your desires and dreams back then. Usually these desires were pure and not influenced by social expectations or family influences. Once you discover your heart's desire, it is important to bring your mind to the same level. That is because the mind will always have doubts and raise questions about whether or not this vision is realistic. The reason can also cause self-doubt, saying one is not good enough. To achieve your goal, you must adjust your belief system to be at the level of your vision. That means you must systematically reprogram your thinking to make it possible. The first step is to prove to yourself that it is possible. When you do that, the mind will gradually begin to believe it. Once your belief system is at the same level as your heart's vision, you are in unity of soul and mind, and your desire will manifest. Since the belief system and the vision were not at the same level, the mind created a conflict between soul and mind. The mind found many reasons why it couldn't work and sabotaged itself. Now that your belief system is on the same level as your vision, you can manifest in unity and fulfill your desires. When you bring your belief system to the same level as your vision, the mind stops sabotaging, and the outer intention can work for you. Then you enter a state where the higher intelligence works for you and the world meets you without effort. It is the path of least resistance. It feels almost effortless, and you manifest in oneness with the universe. This state of oneness of soul and mind cannot be achieved overnight. It gradually upgrades your belief system until it is at the same level as your vision. In this way, you are no longer manifesting a mind based on ego, but following the external intention, the intention of the universe. If today's podcast inspired you, feel free to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel to never miss a new episode. We'd really appreciate it. Thank you, and see you soon on our channel.